Hello fellow gamers, welcome to the Baldesion Arsenal Guide. This video will focus on the second boss called Raiden, which you will encounter after defeating Wayne and Art, and the traspects in between of course. Alright, let's get started. Raiden will start by casting Spirits of the Fallen, which is a raid-wide AoE, and will follow it up with a tank buster called Singen. Just heal and mitigate. Also, don't forget to pop your Eureka potions throughout the fight to help with the healing. Next, he will do Thunder Call, electrifying the outer edge of the arena. This isn't something you really need to worry about since you never have to go to that part of the arena, and even if you do, it won't really do a lot of damage. Next up, Raiden will do a sequence of moves. He will start by casting Ame no Sakahoko, which is a huge AoE around him, and you will have to go basically around max casting range to avoid it. The AoE will appear at the very end of the cast, so once you see it, start running away. Then immediately after, he will jump in the back where the group is and cast Whirling Santazuke. This will cleave the entire arena, dealing max damage and killing everyone that gets hit. The only safe spot is inside his hitbox, so you need to be ready to run in as soon as you see him jump. Raiden will then become untargetable and appear at either the west or east edge of the arena, swinging his sword around. At the same time, sneaky AoEs will appear below the players. To resolve this mechanic, what we do is stand right in the middle of the arena stacked, look which side Raiden is on and identify which side will get cleaved. Then move to the safe part of the arena while leaving the AoEs behind. When all this is resolved, Raiden will then appear into a raid-wide AoE. After that, he will start casting Lancing Bolt. During Lancing Bolt, 6 random players will get targeted with big AoEs. Once they go off, they will leave 6 spears behind. Raiden will then tether to the spears and start casting Ultimate Santazuke, which will kill everyone once the cast goes off. So to resolve all this, first of all you will have to spread out the AoEs as much as possible to not overlap and hit the least amount of players. Once the spears appear, you need to DPS them down immediately to stop the cast. He will then follow it up with another raid-wide. Raiden will then cast Booming Lament. Baited AoEs will appear below the players, similar to the ones we saw before. This is really simple and all you need to do is move away to dodge. Shortly after, Raiden will cast Cloud to Ground, which is basically Exoflares. To go in more detail for those not aware, Exoflares are AoEs spawning on a certain side of the arena, then move in a straight direction. For example, the starting point could be the east side and they will slowly move into the west side in a straight line from where they spawned. The term Exoflares comes from the Ultimate Fight Unending Coil of Bahamut, or UCOB, and this is a mechanic that has been recycled quite a bit through the years. Raiden's Exoflares don't do a lot of damage, but they apply a magic Vuln debuff, meaning if you get hit again, it will be lethal. There isn't much to say here except you need to dodge them. The annoying part of this mechanic is that at the same time, Raiden will cast Bitter Barbs, and at the same time, baited AoEs will appear again. Once you get Bitter Barbs, which is basically 2 players being tethered to each other, you have to run in opposite directions to break them. Otherwise they will start dealing damage and applying debuffs until they kill you. This whole thing might sound like a big mess, and you're right, it is a big mess, but it's not as bad as it seems. Most of this part is running around and dodging whatever the boss throws at you. If you see here, to avoid some of the stuff, you can go into the electrified part of the arena. It won't really do a lot of damage if you stay there only for a bit. Next, he will do Whirling Santazuke again, so make sure you're inside his hitbox. He will follow it up with another raid-wide and another Cloud to Ground. However, this Cloud to Ground will be paired with the final new ability of the fight, that's called Levinhorl. I have no footage of this since the bosses now die way too fast before any of this happens. Not to worry though, my amazing drawing skills will help you understand everything. Levinhorl is a proximity AoE coming from Raiden himself, so what you want to do is go away from him as far as possible while dodging the Exoflares and mitigate very well as it does quite a bit of damage. These are all the mechanics for Raiden. After this point he will start repeating stuff until he dies, or you die. Credits to some of the clips go to Angel Lux since I couldn't get everything myself. Thank you for watching, I hope this guide actually helped you out. Any support on the channel or video is greatly appreciated. Good luck on your clear and see you next time.